If you are in the need for a logo because you create a new product, you create a new website or software or whatever else it is, but you don't want to spend money on designing a logo by an expensive designer, I have a really cool and amazing tip for you that saves you thousands of dollars. In today's video, we are going to use AI and automation tools to generate an image or logo that fits to our needs, and it is way cheaper to generate and create than if you would use a regular designer. To create the images, we are going to use a tool called Midjourney, which basically allows you to create images based on a text prompt, and we are going to use as an example a logo for a bakery because I just thought it was fitting and it was a cool project to start with. So if you don't have a Midjourney account, I definitely recommend creating one. It's for free in the first place, so you can try it out, you can use it by yourself and create logos depending on your needs. And I already went ahead and did that, as you can see here. I basically created a logo or 4 logos with Midjourney, which is the standard there. So I literally just typed in a prompt. By the way, the prompt is in the description and it's also displayed here, so you can either copy it from the description and use it yourself and just customize it depending on the needs you have. And whatever you do, it will always spit you out these kind of 4 images. Depending on how good your prompt is, you might want to try a little bit of variations to see that you maybe can get like a different kind of format, or you make it more material or more illustrative or whatever. And in my case, I really like this logo because it's flat, it's very simple, it's easy to understand, and it only uses a few colors and no gradients, which I always appreciate. So what I did is I basically extracted that logo. You can do that as well within the Discord bot of Midjourney, which then looks like this. And now I would like to use the logo and kind of make it scalable, because the problem is when you work with AI logos, they always end up in a PNG format. So they are usually scalable to a certain extent, but if you overscale them, they become blurry, they don't look good anymore. So if you want to cut them out and you scale them, it's a big mess. It just doesn't look good. And because of those reasons, I usually did not use in the beginning these kind of logos, because it can be like a bit of a tedious task to manage. But luckily, there's an amazing tool that I use to kind of vectorize those images to be able to scale them indefinitely to whatever size I need them, resave them, rescale them with tools or with other software and whatsoever. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. So the next step would be basically to just save this image. I already did that. And then head to a tool called Vector Magic, which is here. It is unfortunately not a free tool, but with a $9 per month plan, it is super simple to use. So you can simply set it up for a month. You can include your image, extract it, and see what happens afterward. For now, I'm going to demonstrate it to you, how it looks. So I'll just head over to our downloads. I'll drag and drop our image in here. And as you can see, it's now analyzing the image, which basically means it tries to see patterns and starts to vectorize it so that we can kind of reuse it and scale it. And it's a super amazing process and very easy to understand, because it will kind of show you before and after version of the image, so you can actually compare and see how good it looks. So from that perspective, as you can see, it looks fairly similar. I can see there are no dots there, which is perfect because those dots I wanted to get rid of in the first place. But you can see that the rest also looks fairly similar, and the best is now if I zoom into them. As you can see, the left side becomes blurry while the right side just stays super sharp, and it usually doesn't matter how far I go in. It continues to be very sharp. And that happens because this specific image got vectorized, which is exactly what I want. So now all I do is I click on download results. I'll download it as an SVG, which stands basically for Scalable Vector Graphics. It's just the vectorized version of the image. So I just download that one, and now I would like to customize it. So you can either do this with some kind of software. I usually use Affinity Pro for that, either the Affinity Designer or sometimes Affinity Photo, depending on the logo. But if you don't have those tools, or you also don't want to use any other tools you have, you can also try to manipulate the image using some web-based vector editors. And one of them that I really recommend is called Boxy SVG, which basically it allows you to manipulate those images for free. So you simply go on the website and click on Launch App. And all we do now is we literally just copy this image, we drop it in here, and as you can see now, it's basically editable. So you can see that all those lines can be edited. I just click on them and I can manipulate them. I can change the colors, I can change the roundings, etc. So if I really want to zoom in, and let's say I want to change the shape a little bit, you know, I can basically just do that from here, depending on how thick I want it. I can also change the alignments. You can really do tons of things with this. I don't want that, I just keep it for now like that. What I wanted to show you with this tool is that you can actually use it to change colors. So let's say you would like to have a different color than this one, some that basically represents your brand more. Let's say, I don't know, you want to have it more strong in orange. You can always click on it and you can go to the fill button and you can actually adjust the color here to make it either darker, brighter, depending on your needs. You can just adjust it and make it exactly fit your needs. And if you're completely unsure what to use, there's another tool that allows you to basically get color palettes as this one. You can just look through that and you can try to find things like this one look, for example, nice. Or let's see, maybe you even find something for bakery. I don't know if you will, but we will see. As you can see, you actually do. So you can basically also use those bakery color palettes and use those specific colors within your logo and then just save it, export it to wherever you want it and use it in your projects. What I usually do is to get rid of the white space around. I use tools like Canva to actually export it in the formats I need it and then minimize it using a tool is called compressedpng.com and it looks like this. And here you can basically also just drop in your image once you have exported it as a PNG file and minimize it so that it becomes smaller, it's easier to use, it's easier to load for other people so they don't need to wait that long until the image loads if you use it on your website. And that's basically it. In case you want to sell those images, which you can also do, there is a website like Scale Branding, for example. There's tons more. If you just Google logo selling or something like that, you will find thousands of results of websites that allow you to sell logos. And the good thing is you can literally just add your logos here. So you basically sign up, you need to fill in some criteria to have some portfolio, I think, with Scale Branding, and you're basically able to sell your logo on that platform. So people can reach out to you, they can maybe even ask you for small customizations, which you then can do with tools like Boxy to just customize them a little bit and send them over to them for review. And this way you can actually make some good money as well using those logos. That is all I have for you today. In case you have any questions regarding that or something was not clear, feel free to drop me a message in the comments and I'm happy to see you next time.